Bubble Busters!
My name is Mandy. I live with my husband Alex and my daughter. We thought it would be great for our daughter's future to start taking classes in kindergarten. And perhaps because of that, she's grown substantially far beyond her age, both in literature and math. She was a genius. She was fluent in the second language as well, thanks to speaking lessons. Casey, you've grown so much. I'm so proud of you.
I'm still not as great as you, but I'm greater than Dad.
I don't know about that.
I'm serious. I beat him in chess.
When did you learn to play chess?
From Dad and his app. He always plays it on his phone when you're cooking. He tells you he's working, but that's where I learned it.
I see. Anyways, he was lying, huh?
Yeah.
That man.
Huh?
Nothing.
Mom, you're scaring me.
It's nothing. Casey was growing up fast. She was observant, too. Far more than I can ever imagine. But I'm glad she has learned at her age that studying is a fun activity. And I think we as parents did our part there. Casey is looking into getting into a private elementary school. I'm not worried at all, but we can't let our guard down. I don't want her to feel pressure from us. The day came for the exam, and Casey and I decided to head to the school a lot quicker than needed, just so we don't miss the train.
Dad, I'll be going.
Good luck, honey.
You make sure you're on time too, Dad.
Oh, yeah.
That's right, you're always so stubborn. Don't fall asleep again, okay?
I know.
We'll be going now.
Bye.
Good luck, honey.
And so we were off to the station. This happened when we were waiting for the train.
Hey, Mom?
Yeah, honey?
Why is that lady's stomach so big? It doesn't look like she's fat.
Wow, how did you know? That's right, she's pregnant. She has a baby in there.
Really?
Yep, you were like that too, you know.
Wow, really?
It's very hard to carry a baby around, okay? So you have to be kind to them and lend them your seats when you can, okay?
Okay, I will.
Casey, you grew up to be a very kind person, okay?
I will, Mom.
It wouldn't matter how much book smarts you have. If you didn't have any morals, that would all be nothing. I wanted to teach Casey that. When the train came, we both got to sit down because there were seats open for us. It looked like Casey was looking around to see if the lady was able to sit down. I watched her look around and made me smile. We got to our destination and got off the train. I was walking towards the gates when I noticed that Casey was not with me. I looked around in shock and found an unbelievable sight.
Mom, hurry, the lady says her stomach hurts.
The lady had gotten off at the same station, and once she did, she sat down on the ground and began to hold her stomach. I quickly rushed to her as well. Are you okay?
My stomach.
When were you planned for?
I was told a month later.
What? Let me call an ambulance. People started to pile up, but no one was lending us their hands.
Are you okay?
Thanks. Oh no, you broke the water. Where is your designated hospital?
Trouble Gynecology.
That's where I went. I know their number. Let me call them. What's your name?
Humes.
Mrs. Humes, they're on their way. Please stay awake. I put a jacket over Mrs. Humes. I patted her back as I called and explained to the doctors what had happened. That was the only thing I could do. The ambulance arrived and she was going to be sent to the hospital. But the doctors told me that they wanted us to come along to explain to them what had happened. If we were to go with them, we would not make it to the exam. But Mrs. Humes does not look like she could talk. I was faced with a hard decision when Casey reached out to me.
Mom,
Yeah, honey?
I know it's a big day for me, but we have to save her.
I remembered what I told Casey this morning. She was right. I had to do what I had to do. Trouble buster. We got on the ambulance and explained to the doctors what had happened. I told them about Mrs. Humes and that I had contacted her gynecology already, and explained to them what had happened. I explained to them the situation as well. After that, I had to call the elementary school about us not being able to make it. Hello? This is Mandy, mother of Casey, who was going to take the exam today. Yes, this is your interviewer, Paul. We won't be able to make it on time. Huh? So you're going to cancel, is that correct? We were actually at the nearest train station, but we saw a pregnant woman who needed immediate assistance. So we're on the ambulance with her right now, so we won't be able to make it on time. I see, but we take no excuses here. I understand. I don't even know if that story is true or not. Are we done? Okay. And so she hung up. Casey noticed that my face had clouded after the call.
Mom, I'm so sorry.
You did nothing wrong, honey. In fact, you told me you wanted to save her, and that's why I was able to act. Thank you, Casey. But you did nothing wrong. You aren't wrong, Casey. God is looking upon you.
Okay.
We arrived at the gynecology, and Mrs. Humes was rushed into the hospital. We watched her get rushed in, so we went outside. So no exams today, right?
Yeah.
Well, we have the whole day open now.
Yeah.
Let's go somewhere before we head home.
Yeah.
Casey, what do you say?
I thought you and Dad would be happier if I took the exam.
Yeah, yesterday we would have been. But today you went and helped that lady out. That makes me and Dad much more happy.
Really?
Of course. We're really, really happy. I know you're a very kind girl at heart.
Yeah.
Let's go somewhere now, okay?
Yeah.
Soon after, I had a call from the elementary school.
Hello? Is this Mrs. Mandy?
Yes, who is this?
I am the principal from the school you were going to exam for. I'm Mr. Griff.
Oh, hello?
I want to talk to you in person today. Where would you be at right now?
We're at the park near the school.
That's great! If possible, would you be able to come to the elementary school again?
Oh, sure. We walked to the elementary school, not knowing what was going to happen. When we arrived, we saw a man, likely Mr. Griff, run straight towards us.
Mrs. Mandy!
Oh, yes, are you okay? You're sweating a lot.
I'm the person that just called you, Griff, the principal.
Huh?
This may be sudden, but your daughter is accepted.
Huh?
I heard you went and saved a pregnant woman at the school today. And that woman is my daughter.
No way!
It's true. And I just heard that the baby was born just now.
Wow, that's great!
The baby! Yay!
My daughter woke up and was told from the doctor in the ambulance about how your daughter was the one that decided to stay with my daughter. And how she took the lives of 4 people over this exam.
I see.
We had 2 interviewers today, me and Mrs. Paul. I was just right now scolding her about how she treated you over the phone today. I'm very sorry for how she treated you.
No, it's okay.
Please, we would love to have your daughter be accepted into the school.
Thank you very much. It's an honor. After this, Casey was really accepted into the school. Mrs. Pohl, who had took our first call, was moved from the teacher staff and is moved to doing greeting outside the school, something even Casey would be able to do. And Mrs. Humes and I became great friends as well. Casey had even taken on the role of being a sister to her child. It was a strange chain of events, and I feel that God is really looking after us. Trouble Buster.
Trouble Busters!
My name's Heather. I'm a homemaker, and I live with my husband, Frank. Frank has always had a big appetite, but since starting to work from home, his appetite's gotten bigger. Because of this, he's become a little chubby. He kind of resembles Shrek now. As he mainly works from home, in addition to breakfast, lunch, and dinner, he's also constantly snacking. Even with these changes, I've been doing my best to keep our food expenses down. One day, I accidentally left my notebook on the table.
Hey, Heather.
What is it?
I just saw your notebook. You're using $300 per month on food expenses?
Is there something wrong with that? I think it's pretty average, below even.
No, it's weird. You're a homemaker, but you can't even use money properly?
What do you mean $300 is pretty normal? Especially if we take into account how much you eat, I'd say I've been doing a good job.
Are you trying to say that I'm at fault? When I lived by myself, my food expenses weren't this high.
Well, these numbers are for the both of us, so obviously it would be higher than when you live by yourself. Also, I think you're aware that you've grown a little since you were living alone. Frank kept whining like a little pig about the food expenses, but I decided to back down. Tomorrow we have plans to go to Frank's parents' house, so I decided to go to bed early tonight. The next day, Frank and I made our way to his parents' house. Frank's younger brother, Aaron, and his wife, Marie, live together with Frank's parents. Marie is a super diligent homemaker. She's always collecting recipes and keeping tabs on everything. Even though we're both homemakers, I've always idolized her. We were all enjoying dinner when Frank brought up a complaint about me.
Heather's been spending $300 on food expenses. What do you think about that, Mom? Can you tell her how to save better?
To this, even Frank's mother was surprised. Do you make $300 per day? She jokingly replied. Of course not, per month.
That's right. Heather spends $300 per month.
Frank didn't seem to understand that his mother had been joking. I think that's pretty normal, especially considering how much you eat.
Mom, you don't have to take her side just because you're both women. Take a look at this.
With that, Frank put a notebook on the table.
That's my notebook!
Frank, you can't go through other people's stuff like that. It was in this house, and I'm part of the family, so it's fine if I look at it. Look here, it says $50 per month for food expenses. Compare $300 to that, and it's ridiculous.
In the notebook, it did indeed say $50 for food expenses, but considering there are 4 people living in this house, there's no way their monthly food expenses would only amount to $50.
That's the monthly budget for Teddy, our dog.
Huh?
That $50 per month for food expenses is for Teddy, our pet.
Marie wrote down Teddy's food expenses on a separate page in her notebook.
Right, Teddy?
Woof, woof. Did you think that was for all 4 of us?
Frank got annoyed by this.
I've had enough!
With that, he stomped off to her room. I didn't know what I was supposed to do. What's up with him?
He's angry. Woof. Heather, I'm sorry for Frank's attitude.
How could he think that 1 month's food expenses could be $50?
You try to keep food expenses to $300 per month, right? That's pretty good.
Yeah, you're doing great, Heather.
I was relieved that everyone seemed to be on my side. However, there was still Frank to deal with. I'll have a word with Frank about expenses again later. Thank you. With those kind words, I fell right to sleep that night. But the next morning, Frank still couldn't seem to back down from his argument.
I have proof that you're not good with expenses, Heather. Look at this!
What are you doing with Marie's notebook again? Stop going through it without her permission.
Not just for food, but Marie's saving money on all sorts of things. She doesn't buy clothes or jewelry. She doesn't even eat out. Compared to that, you live in luxury.
I don't know if luxury is the right word. Everything I buy is fast fashion, and even when I eat out, it's at cheap places. It seems as though no matter what, Frank wants to make me out to be a bad homemaker. He even said,
You better rethink your financial priorities.
to top it all off, I've had enough at this point, so I asked Frank's mother and Marie for advice, and they delivered. I decided to try out their idea as soon as we got back to our place. There's no way he's getting away with what he said to me. Trouble busters! Once we got back, I gave Frank a notebook and $100.
What is this?
If you're gonna tell me I'm no good at saving, then you'll be in charge of us trying to live on $100 for a month.
Huh? Why do I have to do that?
I want you to show me how it's done. If you succeed, then it means that you're right. Frank tried to get out of doing it, but he gave in and accepted. He even went on to say how easy it would be to succeed. The rules are simple. Frank will be in charge of buying groceries, cooking, and cleaning up afterwards. During this 1 month, I won't say anything about how the money should be spent. No one is allowed to help us if we run out of money. Lucky for me, I won't have to worry about grocery shopping or cooking for this month, so I get to relax. Oh, what you've got there?
This should be about 1 week's worth of food.
Well, the supermarket. The supermarket that Frank went to is the closest one, but it's more expensive than the one I usually go to. The one I go to is a little further, but it's worth it because they have more reasonable prices. Looking at the receipts, I thought to myself the other supermarket would have been cheaper, but I didn't say anything to him. I'm looking forward to dinner tonight.
You better be excited.
The dinner Frank made for us was grander than usual. There was a lot of food waste in the trash as well. That was a shame. What a waste. 2 days later,
Hey, Heather, we don't have any more food.
there isn't any more because you used it all.
But I bought 1 week's worth of food. How did it all disappear in just 2 days?
That's because you ate it all. Frank didn't seem to fully understand why this had happened. But off he went to go grocery shopping again. That night was well. He prepared so much food that we couldn't finish it all. 1 week later.
Hey, there's no more money left. Why did it only last us for 1 week?
Because you used it. It's gone. The thing is, Frank, for all the big talk he was doing, he'd spent the whole $100 in just 1 week.
Then what are we supposed to do for the remaining 3 weeks?
I thought you had a plan.
I know you have money. Come on, hand it over.
This has nothing to do with me. Remember, you have to figure it out yourself. Frank started pleading, but as per the rule, I wasn't going to help him. He had to resort using his own savings to get through the rest of the month. 1 month later, we're finally done. So, how did you do? When I took a look at his notebook, it said that he had spent about $900 on food expenses for this month. This was all because he didn't plan anything out. He kept buying whatever he wanted to eat and spent too much money on snacks and alcohol. You said $300 was too much for 1 month, right? Then why is it that you 3 times that amount? Now do you finally understand how much money I'm saving for us every month?
Yes, I'm sorry.
After 1 month of going grocery shopping and cooking by himself, it seems as though Frank finally understood just how much hard work it is. He finally realized how much money was being used in order to feed him, and from then on, he didn't whine about food expenses ever again. Maybe he even felt a little bad, so he cut down on snacks and alcohol. Hey, did you lose a little weight recently?
You think so? Maybe. I feel a little lighter.
I think you look it.
Is that a good thing?
I'd say so. After that, Frank started going to the office again, and life seemed to have gone back to normal. I visited Frank's parents' house again to tell his family about the recent changes. So after all, Frank was able to learn an important lesson. I can't believe it took him so long, but I'm happy he finally understands now.
Frank said I wasn't buying luxury things, but I guess he doesn't know I buy anime goods instead of clothes and jewelry.
Marie, I didn't know you spent money on things like that.
I think I actually spend more money on my hobbies than you, Heather.
I'll let Frank know. Since then, Frank hasn't had anything negative to say about any household expenses. After experiencing firsthand how much thought goes into grocery shopping and cooking, I think he finally understands. It was only for 1 month, but I'm happy he agreed to the challenge. For anyone who has anything bad to say, it's best for them to try things out for themselves. Right, Teddy?
That's right. Woof,
Trouble Busters!
woof, woof.
Trouble Busters!
My name is Akashi. I recently moved into a new apartment, and I had some friends over for a housewarming party. Most of my friends are busy, so my girlfriend Hikari and my colleague Midoriko were the only ones that could come over. It was more of a small gathering than a party. Hikari and Midoriko are best friends, so they hang out together a lot.
It's a nice place. It's too elegant for you.
This place has a great view. That's why I chose to move here. I then opened the curtains. I saw that there were a few people gathered in the parking lot.
Is something wrong?
I was wondering what those people are doing in the parking lot. We then all peered out the window to see what was going on. They were a group of 4 and had the appearance of being punks. As we were observing them, the 4 began to prepare barbecue in the parking lot. What are they doing? That's a public parking lot!
Are they barbarians? Why would they do that? They've already started to grill the meat. The meat doesn't look fresh. What imbeciles.
You can see that far? Don't be so concerned with the quality of the meat! The party of 4 were having a blast at their barbecue, and they were drinking heavily. The smoke from the grill and their loud noises were a nuisance. Put some more meat on the grill! I want more meat!
I want much more too.
They continued to grill more meat. They also scattered the empty cans of beer and garbage, and made a huge mess.
I think that we should make the fire stronger.
We should add more coal.
And they added more coal to the grill. That's way too much coal! As I had predicted, the barbecue grill lit up on fire. Wow, it's burning! The assholes went into a panic and turned over the barbecue grill. Then the fire spread to the garbage on the ground of the parking lot. Oh no, the parking lot is on fire! I took the fire extinguisher from the apartment and rushed to the parking lot. Leave the fire to me!
Who the hell is this?
The fire had spread to the garbage dump close to the parking lot. Some of the residents of the apartment building came out to the parking lot with their fire extinguishers as well. With the help of the other residents, we were able to put out the fire. But the garbage dump had burned quite furiously. I'm glad that we were able to put out the fire. Yo, why are you disrupting our fun? Huh?
Because of your fire extinguisher, our barbecue meat is all ruined.
This blows. What are we supposed to eat now? You need to pay us back for the damages.
Instead of being grateful like they should have been, they blamed me for the mess. You shouldn't have been having a barbecue in the first place. It's your fault. How dare you put this on us? You're causing a commotion. And what if my car had burned down? The other residents of the building came out to the parking lot and started yelling at the punks.
Your racket is a nuisance to us all. And the smoke. What were you thinking having a barbecue in the parking lot?
Shut up! The punks started to get really angry and grabbed me by the neck and threw me onto the ground. I was supposed to spend a nice day with my girlfriend and friend, and now this?
Stop it!
The residents were scared of the punks, and they left the scene and went back inside their apartments. I also returned to my apartment. It's not that I ran away because I was scared. I was going to get back at those punks. I won't forgive them! Trouble busters! Those punks feel no remorse for what they have done. Do they even have hearts?
They're still partying outside. I can't believe it. They can grill meat, but they shouldn't be burning people's homes.
Midoriko, I need your help with something. Did you bring that thing with you today?
The thing? I have it.
We left the apartment to confront the punks.
This is not the place for a barbecue. Please clean up and leave now.
Shut up, you ugly bitch! Go away!
This has nothing to do with my looks. Now please leave. What is this bitch saying? I said, please leave! You understand English, don't you?
Don't mock us. You leave, bitch!
The asshole threw the can of beer in his hand at Midoriko. Midoriko was splashed with beer.
gross!
The group of 4 laughed at Midoriko, who was now covered in beer. They had no intention of leaving. So, I guess you guys aren't going to listen to us, huh? You're the asshole from earlier. Go away! I've been telling you that this is not the place for a barbecue. Why don't you get that?
Why do we have to listen to you?
And how dare you throw a beer can at my friend? Do you understand what you've done? Shut up! If you don't, we're gonna have to beat you up. The fire from earlier could have spread to the apartment building. You guys should be arrested. What evidence do you have that we did it? The punk grabbed me by the neck again. So, I guess you don't get it.
I guess there's only one thing left to do.
Midoriko and I took something out of our pockets. You know what this means, right? The punks were shocked to see our police badges. We're the police. We have the right to arrest you now.
Yep, that's right.
Yes, Midoriko and I are police officers. We were supposed to have the day off, but ended up doing our jobs instead. The punks became pale once they knew that they'd be arrested. A police car and fire truck that someone had called arrived to the parking lot. The punks couldn't keep calm anymore. The police car is here. Shall we get going? We didn't do anything wrong. You don't need to arrest us.
Even if there is proof?
Hikari came out from her hiding spot and showed us her smartphone.
I have a recording showing that you guys made a racket, started a fire, and became violent with Akashi and Midoriko.
Hikari had filmed the entire incident. I always tell her how important it is to keep a recording of something that might be helpful later on, so I guess she took my advice. Ah, what a great girlfriend. We have the evidence, so there is no denying what happened. Now let's get you guys over to the police station. I'm innocent!
Is this your first time in a police car? I'll make sure that you're comfortable.
That's not important.
The punks didn't give in easily, but they were all taken away in the end. The 3 of us also went to the police station to notify the events that took place earlier. I always end up working on my days off. We found out later that one of the punks was the son of the owner of the apartment building. The reason why the punks had had a barbecue in the parking lot was because the son of the owner said they can do whatever they want as the building was owned by his family. I don't know how we came to that conclusion. In the end, the 4 were found guilty for the barbecue, fire, and violence to Midoriko and I. The owner of the apartment building came to apologize to me soon after.
I'm so sorry for the pain that my son and his friends caused you. I will make sure that they all learn a big lesson.
I had no idea that one of them was your son. I feel awkward about what happened.
My son gets some of the money from this apartment building, so he is too lazy to go find a job. But I won't allow for this to continue anymore.
According to the owner, they had healthy profits from the management of the apartment building, so his son had no intention of working. The son had no worries because he knew that after his father, he'd become the owner of the building.
I won't be able to hand over the management of this building to my irresponsible son. As soon as he gets out of prison, I'll make sure that he learns to stand on his own feet.
Yeah, that makes sense. The son was close to being 30 and living off his parents' money. He thought that he was set for life because he was going to take over his parents' job, but in the end, he ruined that on his own. I don't think he expected things to turn out the way they did. His friends were no different, and their parents also cut them off. I guess they got what they deserved. I mean, they hadn't worked a day in their lives. And what were they going to do now that they didn't have their parents' support? I suppose it's not my problem. After some time, the 3 of us got back together at my apartment. We didn't really get to enjoy our time together the last time, so let's have lots of fun today.
I hope that nothing bad happens today.
Even if it does, I have my police badge with me, so no need to worry.
Even if it's our day off, I guess we can't leave behind our badges. For police officers, even if it's our day off, we need to be prepared for anything that comes our way. But I'm proud to be a police officer because I can act right away if there's any trouble in my neighborhood. It's not an easy job, but I think that it's the perfect job for me. Trouble Busters!
Trouble Busters!
My name's Heather. I'm an office worker at a large, successful company. I have a younger sister named Remy. Remy and I are complete opposites. Because of this, we get treated differently. When we were young, we lived in the countryside, and I was strictly brought up by our parents. I want new clothes.
You'll have to do with what you have now.
You're the eldest, so act like it.
If you want new clothes so badly, go make them out of the straw over there.
What year is this? Like this, I didn't get to have a lot of things I asked for. On the other hand, Remy seemed to always get what she wanted.
I want new clothes.
You want new clothes? Then let's go out and buy you some.
Your uncle will give you some pocket money then.
Yay, I love $100 bills.
Remy was always cute and easily got along with others. The whole town loved pampering her. Because of this, from a young age, she understood how to act in order to get what she wanted. I always thought that someday, her ability to manipulate others might cause her trouble.
I want this toy.
I'll buy you everything you want.
Yay, I'm so happy.
I want a new toy too.
You can make do with this handmade straw doll. Go play with it over there.
Yay. What even is this? I'll throw it out to sea. Simply put, my sister was treated like a princess. Everyone had no idea that they were wrapped around her little finger. I was the only one who knew just how manipulative she really was. Compared to Remy, I look very plain. But because I was brought up strictly, I'm good at studying and doing chores. After graduating university, I started working at a well-known company. When I got my job, my parents said to me,
We're so proud of you, Heather.
You know, you don't have to be so strict on yourself all the time. Let's buy you something you want in order to celebrate.
Well, I'll start working soon, so I like a business card holder.
Oh, how about some cute clothes?
I don't really wear cute clothes, so it's okay. Just like this, my sister and I grew up to have completely different personalities. I was content with being hardworking, independent, and stoic, but I soon realized that it wasn't easy for a person like me to work well with others. My seriousness about everything was hindering me from getting work done. That's when Tom approached me. He's my superior and a very likely candidate for the presidential position of our company.
You can be a little more flexible with everything. You can change this part here, like this.
Oh, I see.
Just keep going like that and you'll be okay.
Thank you so much.
It's your first time drinking alcohol today?
Yes, I wasn't exactly the partying type when I was younger, so...
Well then, I'm sorry your first time drinking's with me.
Oh, no, please don't be. I'm honored. Tom's hardworking and he gets along with everyone. I really look up to him. He's so easy to talk to, even outside of work. Just as I was thinking this, a familiar face appeared out of nowhere.
Huh, Heather?
Oh, Remy, what a surprise. Contrary to me, straight after high school, Remy started working at an average company. It really was a coincidence, so I was surprised that manipulative Remy would be here.
You're Heather's sister?
Yes, she's my younger sister.
I'm here to give you your daily dose of vitamins. Fresh like lemons and oranges. I'm Remy. I've heard so much about you from my sister.
Here we go again.
Your sister's so bubbly.
Yeah. If only he knew what kind of a person she really was, but obviously I couldn't say anything about that. As manipulative and two-faced as she was, Remy was getting married, but I couldn't be completely happy for her because it turned out that, what did you want to talk to me about?
The truth is,
Yes?
Remy and I are getting married.
That's right. Remy was getting married to my superior that I dearly looked up to. Married? I had no idea that you two were even dating.
Remember how we bumped into her 6 months ago? A few days after that, we bumped into each other again. That's when we exchanged numbers.
I'm guessing Remy asked you out first, right?
Yeah, how did you know?
That's how it usually goes. Congratulations.
She's really kind, good at cooking, and has a beautiful smile. She's really great. Great just like her older sister.
Ah, so that's what she told you.
Told me what?
Nothing. The thing is, Remy can't actually cook or clean, but I guess she's planning on figuring everything out after she ties the knot. Just like that, the day of the wedding arrived. I got ready with my parents in the morning.
Tom's really a great man. If he wasn't your superior, he and Remy would have never met.
That's what we call destiny.
I guess. My parents were over the moon about the marriage, but I just couldn't bring myself to celebrate. That's when I got a phone call from Tom. Hello, Tom.
Why's Tom calling?
Apparently, Remy called the wedding venue last night and canceled the ceremony. Have you heard from her? I can't get in touch with her.
Remy canceled the wedding?
What?
I couldn't believe what had just happened. We quickly contacted all the guests, but we weren't fast enough, and 100 guests had already made their way to the venue. When we got to the venue, all there was chaos. The venue staff knew the wedding was called off, but in an attempt to calm everyone down, they had started to let the guests in.
What happened to the bride?
Ow! Remy caused all of this!
What if something bad happened to her?
Fights were starting to break out between the bride and groom's guests. My parents were called out by Tom's parents.
What's happened here? We have no idea. We only found out a little while ago.
We're very sorry.
All my parents could do was apologize. I kept trying to get a hold of Remy. What's she thinking? Hurry up and pick up.
Hello? What's up?
After some time, she finally picked up. Where are you? The guests have arrived and it's complete chaos over here.
Oh, sorry about that. Can make something up and have them leave?
As if I can do that. Why did you even cancel the wedding?
It wasn't my fault, it was his. Stop putting all the blame on me.
How is this not your fault?
Fine.
Remy started explaining what had happened.
Out of nowhere, last week Tom said,
1 week before the wedding.
Hey, Remy,
yes?
I have a dream. I want to leave my current company and start my own business.
What?
Not immediately. After we get married, have kids, and are financially stable. I'm thinking of working on it. I think I'll do well, and we'll be better off that way.
But that's not what we agreed to.
What?
You're supposed to become the president of the already successful company that you work for.
That's what the people around me think would be good for me, but I think it would be more challenging for me to start my own business.
No!
I won't have to work as many hours, and I'll get more money that way. Doesn't that sound great?
I've always wanted to have a company president as my husband, but he kept going on about starting his own business. That's why I called off the wedding.
Seriously? He'd still be a president, though.
Yeah, so can you take care of everything? Thanks, bye.
I told my parents what I heard straight away. We should apologize to everyone and let them know what's going on.
Yes, we should.
Mom? Dad? At that moment, they burst into tears.
We were wrong all this time.
Yes, we were.
Heather, you don't have to apologize to anyone for anything.
But...
It's fine.
With that, my parents took to the stand and explained everything to the guest. They talked about what kind of person Remy was, how they spoiled her for all her life, and about what had happened with the wedding. At the end of it all, they both deeply apologized on behalf of Remy. However, the guests were still angry and wouldn't stop cursing at my parents. I felt sorry for what they were going through. I couldn't help but contact my sister again. Hello?
Have the guests all left now?
Our parents are crying because of what you've done.
Aw, that's too bad. But I'm happy they're always on my side, no matter what.
Why did you do such a ridiculous thing?
I already told you. He didn't want to become the president of an already successful company. That's why.
So in the end, that's the only thing that mattered to you?
Well, duh.
Wow, you're...
amazing? I know. All I had to do was pretend to be a naive, nice girl for him to like me.
You've been great at acting since you were young.
You do well for yourself if you acted naive and cute, too. Serves him right. It's not like he'll even succeed if he starts his own company.
You made Tom really sad.
Anyway, I already found someone new.
Is that right? Don't tell me you were cheating on Tom.
I wouldn't say cheating. We were just getting to know each other a little better.
I think we've heard enough.
Huh?
This call's connected to the speakers here, so everyone heard everything you said just now. Before realizing it, I decided to expose my sister once and for all. I connected my phone to the venue speakers, and just like that, trouble busters! The whole place had gone quiet. Then came Remy's screeching cry. It filled the whole place. After that, the guests seemed to have understood what they should do and quietly left the venue. Tom's parents also left without making a fuss. All this time, my parents kept bowing deeply to show how sorry they were. After that, Remy was harshly disciplined by her parents. I don't know exactly what they said to her, but I knew they were letting her have an earful. Apparently, she tried to run away from being disciplined a few times, but everyone knew what had happened, so she wasn't allowed to set foot outside of her house. Nowadays, the stories of what my sister had done make for a good joke at work. Of course, I don't bring them up when Tom's around, though. On the way home one night, Tom said to me,
Heather, I heard you joke about Remy to our colleagues when I'm not around.
"Oh, I'm sorry."
No, it's okay to bring it up even when I am around.
Really?
Of course, but make sure to get a laugh out of everyone, okay?
Gladly.
By the way, you want to go get drinks? Just the two of us?
Tonight?
No?
Let's go. I have some more stories to tell you about Remy.
I can't wait to hear them.
After some time, Tom and I had become close. Just maybe the day might come when we end up together. Trouble Busters.